What's up, everybody? Zulu here. It is Wednesday, September 22nd. The tournament realm opened today, as I mentioned yesterday, and got all set up, started thinking about putting keys together, and then around 6 o'clock, we managed to get 5 out of the 6 of us actually online on WoW and do our first key. Unfortunately, it ended up being a short-lived night because we found out that we knew that 2 people would be raiding tonight, but we thought only one of them would be raiding for an hour and a half or so. So we were going to take a break and then get back online together and try pushing some more freehold, which is what we decided to focus on first. But then we found out that one of the other guys didn't mention, and last week didn't have a commitment to a guild. And then as of last night, he did have a commitment, or as of this night, he did have a commitment to a guild and was unavailable for the entire night. So it's a little bit frustrating because it just reminds me of a lot of the last time I was on the tournament realm when schedules just didn't line up with the people in my group, or people weren't able to make it a priority over other things, whether that was in-game things or out-of-game things. So hoping that it was a fluke. It seemed like everyone is still eager to get online tomorrow and play. So I'm hoping that what will happen is that with no raid commitments tomorrow around 6 p.m. Eastern, we can start really crushing freehold and start trying to do some bigger pulls and see how far we can get and see if we can't post a time. So that's exciting. It's fun. I think that it looks like someone's going to take a little bit more control of thinking of group comps and what we have available, just because I'm not sure. It seems like it's a little bit confused. There's a little bit of confusion around, like, I ended up picking our group comp for the first dungeon, but people didn't suggest what they should play instead. People also, another frustrating part, didn't have characters ready on Horde and Alliance. So it made it a little bit different, because then when we wanted to do Alliance, people were like, oh, it's going to take me an hour to set up my character. And it's like, okay. So I'm hoping tomorrow I'm going to log on to Discord and mention to people that people should have characters set up for both Horde and Alliance. My nose itches something fierce. But anyway, people are going to have everything set up for Horde and Alliance, and that way we can pick and choose. Like, for example, in Freehold, it's going to be nice to have a dwarf for Necrotic, but the other piece of it is that it will be more difficult to skip pulls without Night Elves, so it's like, I think we need to decide what we want to do. And I engineered a dungeon where we didn't have Night Elves, like we couldn't skip, and it worked. It looks like it should be fine. It's 13 pulls compared to the 11 that it looks like Wunderbar did in their recent MDI run of Freehold. So I'm gonna see if we can't push it, how big we can pull. I would love to get it down to like 15 or 13 pulls first, and then see where we can go from there without making mistakes. But for now, that's it. I guess the only other piece was that I tanked on the Warrior tonight in Freehold, and it felt fine. The only thing is I need to get used to playing with some of the DPSers I have with me. The Warlock and the Hunter for like Binding Shot or things like that to help get away and clear Necrotics is something that I'm going to need to pay attention to. And also I just need to learn to play around certain people's cooldowns. But once we have the pull order down, we'll be able to better understand, like, okay, on this pull we're going to blow your cooldowns, on this pull we're going to blow your cooldowns. Or if I need to notice things like there are a lot of Infernals up in the pull, then I need to understand that if there's like 3 or 4 or 5 Infernals that have procced for the Destro lock, then I just need to pull bigger or pull faster just to keep the pull going to support that. So lots to learn. It felt good tonight, though. I feel pretty confident in my abilities as a tank. Staying alive wasn't really an issue. It was really only pull order and some other confusion around the different pulls or not coordinating interrupts that led to the few wipes that we had. So it's exciting. I'm looking forward to doing more tomorrow, and I will keep everybody posted. So that's it for now. I'm going to get some rest. I'll be back tomorrow.